Doing tonight? Oh, that's super bright. Oh, maybe I shouldn't use that light. Maybe I should use this light. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. A little bit better. That's a little bit better for me. All right, guys. Good evening, and welcome to the Clutch. So, title of this video: You're a liar. Who's a liar? I'm the liar, guys. Hope you all are having a great night, but I said I was going to put out an edited video today, and as you could tell, we're doing a live. So, do me a favor, as you're coming in, go uppercut that like for me, bring your friends in, let them know it's happening on Fealys Clutch right now. I lied. I apologize, guys. Life has somewhat gotten the better of me lately, and it has kept me from being able to edit like I want to. I actually have like probably 4 or 5 days worth of videos that I haven't touched editing on it at all. So you guys get to hang out with me tonight, because I will not lie about the fact that if I say I'm going to put a video out on a certain day, you will get a video on that day. Whether it be live, whether it be edited. I do want to do editing because I feel like I've stepped my game up a lot more. And sometimes it's just a pain, you know? Thank you, everybody that's coming in. We'll just run through a couple of names. I saw Sergio, Christine, Reagan, John from International, Ed's here, Neil's here, Aqua Balls, Jay's Balls, Iron Dog, Redstrom, Neil, I think I said you, Jeremy from All Time Reptiles, much love, brother, Sergio, Gay. I hope you're doing well. I really hope you're starting to feel better, dear. I know you've had a rough spell of it as of late, so I really hope you're starting to feel better. TJ, how you doing, brother? Tennessee represent volunteer state. I actually lived in Tennessee. I lived in Hickson, Tennessee, which is a suburb of Chattanooga, for a little while. So the subject tonight obviously was me calling myself out, but I figured it's nighttime. It's when I clean my snakes, I clean my rats, I do all the care that I have to do. It's at night. So I figured while we were doing that, why not get some out? Get some weighed, let you know how things are going over here at Fealys Clutch. And while we're doing that, you guys could throw questions up. We'll have a little Q&A, and I will tell you the next, well, let's just put it out there, the next 3 months of what's going on at Fealys Clutch, and then some of the exciting things that are happening after that. Let me see. TJ, man, back from my trip to Massachusetts. How was Massachusetts? Hannah wants to see the bamboo blitz. I can pull that out for you, actually. We'll go ahead and start with her. There's actually 2 lives in a row now, Hannah, that this little girl has made it out. So we're gonna go ahead. I am gonna actually have this on because it kind of whites me out, but I want you guys to be able to see. Go ahead and look at that. Bamboo Blitz girl. Boom. Stay in there. Stay in there. So she's sitting at 404 grams. I don't remember what she was at when I got her from you guys. She did go on a little bit of a food strike for a while too, though. I moved her up to a full-size cage, and she just Let me see. That looks eerie. Oh, Lord. I need to get something. I need to figure out lighting in here is what I need to do. But we'll keep moving on. Come here, sweetheart. Come here, sweetheart. So this is our girl that stopped eating for a little while. There's so much light, you cannot see a thing. My Lord. This is my Super Lemon Blast girl. And we're gonna throw her in there. And she is at 1404. So she's almost there, guys. About another 100 grams. I have been throwing the male in with her just to entice her to eat, because she also went on eating strike for some reason. But what's up, sweetheart? Huh? What's up? So she went off of eating for a little while. I don't know why multiple of my snakes did that, but she decided to. And yeah, so I started throwing the male in there and made sure they didn't lock. What's up, brother? But making sure they didn't lock just to get her to start eating. And she looks like she's gonna be able to start, or she's gonna be able to breed this year, which is wonderful. She's a beautiful girl, getting nice and chunky for me. And we are pairing her to an Orange Dream. So everything that comes out Orange Dream, well, everything will come out pastel because she's a super pastel. And then should have 50% come out as Orange Dream. But you never know with the odd gods. We can always hope. This is a girl I can't wait till next year for. I am gonna hopefully get her to put on some size, because I really want to start pushing clown GHI stuff. And if you know, I've really invested heavily in clown and GHI, so once they make size, I would really love it. What's up, Eddie? So we're jumping. She is sitting at 472 grams. I did, so I'm only putting my Orange Dream with that girl, but I'm making sure that they don't lock right now until I know she's gonna be big enough to actually produce, okay? What are you doing, crazy girl? So almost 500 grams, which is awesome. I would be super excited if she made that about 600 grams this year. This is my, oh man, I cannot get lighting for this. There we go. This is my Lavender Albino girl. She is het for genetic stripe as well, so she does have a double recessive, which is pretty cool. Manual, what's up? And she was about the same size as the Blitz. So when I moved them both up to adult, or to like the sub-adult caging, adult caging for males, this girl decided that she was gonna keep eating, and my Bamboo Blitz, unfortunately, decided that she was gonna stop eating. So I had to move her back down. She's back to normal, and she should ooh, crazy. You're right, honey. She should start growing follicles again, but she's sitting, I think I told you, I don't remember. Yeah, 530 grams. So, beautiful girl though. A little temperamental. She goes into shed cycles a lot more often than I would think, so she might be growing a little too quickly. I might have to cut back on her growth just a little bit, because I don't want her to grow too quick. So we do want her to grow, but I know she's not stressed out. Her her sheds have seemed to... She gets her whole shed off except for her head for some reason. I can't figure out why, but we'll figure it out. Everyone else in there has no issue though. So, all right. So this is your pastel, or your. This is nobody's. This is mine. She will never leave. I love her too much. This is my pastel lesser GHI girl. And this is another one that I will be pairing to Clown as soon as she makes size. And let's see real quick. She is 628 grams. So, yeah, I mean, I've had to pick the shed off of her, unfortunately, off of her head just a couple of times. What's up, Pride of Texas? All right, thanks for stopping in before you go to bed. I don't blame you, man. And this guy actually took off. Like, when I first got him, he was sitting at, I think, like 300 grams. And I got him back in February, so it's been a little while. He has gone on and off of food a couple of times, so I've had to play with him and figure it out. But he is sitting at 847 grams. He is an Enchi Ghost, or Enchi Hypo, whatever you want to call it. And he is ready to breed. He's a messy boy. It's just the way he is. I don't have the female up to size yet, though. So we're going to definitely maintain him, possibly look at pulling another female in later or early next year and start the breeding process with them a couple months late. If that makes sense, because you can technically breed year-round as long as you maintain temperatures and you're feeding them and stuff like that. The thing about it though is if it's not in their normal breeding cycle, I'd kind of give them a year off after that. Let's see. My plan for him is actually to go with an Enchi Pastave, so I can get super Enchis, Enchi Mojaves, Enchi Pastels, and it's all het hypo. So, way home from work, we'll be lurking. What's up, Josh? Be safe getting home, brother. I'm gonna pair my Leopard Ghost to a Pastave Ghost this year. That's a nice freaking pairing, man. Speaking of Leopard, let's jump to Leopard. This guy, ooh, you're getting ready to go into shed. So he's about to go into blue. He's not gonna be as bright and beautiful as he usually is, which is fine. But this is a Leopard spinner. This is the one I picked up from, well, so it was sold in the Triple B auction. The person that purchased it said, hey, for you to be able to get your camera gear, let's go ahead and re-auction it. It got re-auctioned and I was lucky enough to pick it up. This is my first Leopard that I got, so I'm really excited about it. I think Leopard does a lot of amazing things. And he is currently sitting at 360 grams. So he will definitely be ready by the end of this year and start of the following season. So he won't be in this next season, but the following season he'll be ready to go. But yeah, guys, so that's a couple of weight updates. If you have a specific gene that you want to see, let me know, and if I have it, I'll let you see it. Hmm?
Am I in the video?
No, you can't see past the Harley signs.
Well, I think
The puppy got out of the backyard.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're gonna bring our puppy in real quick, guys. I apologize about that.
Oh,
Are you
here she
sure?
comes. She's
Came back through the back door.
Yeah, I left it open just in case.
You silly girl. Oh, he's a sweet puppy. All right, Pride of Texas, appreciate it. So if you all want to see certain, so I'm gonna breed. That leopard goes to my hypo bumblebee this year. Awesome, awesome. Those are really good pairings, Jeremy. Thanks. I like her. She's a little weenie, but I like her. And literally, she is a little weenie. She's a little weenie dog, and then we're working on potty training so hard. Not only with her, but with our son. Our son's getting it better than the puppy is right now. I am actually I'm retired from the Army. I had to go back in today, and I have to go back in tomorrow because they messed up my retirement. So, yeah, that happens. But as soon as the paperwork's straight, we'll be good. What's up, Earl? But yeah, Brooks, I'm in the Army, about to retire. I'm technically retired. Yep, always do, man. Always do. That's why the beard's gone. Yep. That's why the facial hair's gone. I had to go back in. I'm going in the Army for artillery. Is that a dangerous MOS? Depending on what you do, it could be dangerous, but you also... So I've worked with a couple of artillerymen. I worked with the 13 Foxes, which are the guys that actually load the rounds and shoot them off. It's pretty cool. But it's a lot of hard work, and people do get hurt just because they're working with heavy machinery. But Army's one of the, yeah, I'll say one of the, I'm not going to say the best thing because I have my family and I have my snakes and all that good stuff, but Army is one of the best things that ever happened to me. So, recall. Funny you said that. As soon as I made my NCO status, it seemed like I heard that a lot. What's up, Stevie? I hope you're doing well, brother. Well, Brooks, I wish you the best. Enjoy basic training. Enjoy your AIT, and hopefully you give it your all. All I can say is give it your all. Keep your head down and understand that people are the way they are because they have to be. That's not always their personality, okay? I'm sure you'll do very well though, Brooks. What's up, James? And there's actually in this chat, there's a lot of veterans. So if you have any questions before you leave for basic, be sure to come in on that. We'll be more than happy to let you know how the military life is. Yep. Exactly, Neil. So, upcoming events, guys. We're almost... I start losing my focus more. Upcoming events. We... it's definitely hard work, okay? We have our Halloween special coming out. I told you guys that should be out by the end of this week, but like I said, I haven't touched any editing, so it might get pushed to next week, unfortunately. I will do my best to get the Halloween special out by next week, even if it means I have to take a little extra time this weekend to piece it together, and we'll get it out Monday. But I'll let you guys know on that for sure. After that, starting in November, I don't know if anyone goes back that far, but when I first really started, I worked with this guy named James from England. And I know some of you still subscribe to him. You go and visit him. And me and James are actually going to be doing a little competition between each other. So I don't know if you guys have ever seen lip sync battles, but we thought it'd be really funny to do lip sync battles against each other because, well, he's not afraid to get in a wig. Obviously, I'm not afraid to get in a wig because I did it. But it's just for fun. It's to lighten the mood, have a little bit of a challenge, something to feed off of each other and give you guys a good time. Something besides just this, which I'm sure, I think you guys enjoy it because you stick around, but definitely I want to provide some entertainment for you guys as well. So we're gonna be doing a lip sync battle through November, possibly through December, and then he challenged me to do what's called Vlogmas. And I don't know if any of you have heard of it, but Vlogmas is basically from December 1st to December 31st. You put out a vlog every single day of the month. So you will see uh, a lot of co-intertwining between our two channels there if you subscribe to him or if you subscribe to me. And we'll be putting stuff out and it'll tie into what the other channel's doing. So if you don't follow him and you want to check him out, I would really appreciate it because that way you can get the whole story and I think it'll be a lot more entertaining for you guys that way. If I gave you a real singing battle, you would only get like maybe 3 or 4 songs because that's about all I can do. I love music, and as long as the music's playing and the words are going, I can remember it. But as soon as I try to do exactly like a karaoke thing and I'm not reading it, or I'm trying to just sing myself, I can only do like 3 songs where I remember all the words. Sometimes 4. Depends on what kind of mood I am. And it's usually to sing my kids to sleep. So I'm actually sing Garth Brooks. I sing a lot of country just because I have a deeper voice. It's easier for me that way. But that might be something we do in the future. But it'd be funny either way. So we'll have Vlogmas. We'll have the lip sync battles. We will continue to do education videos. I know I've kind of slacked off on that series as well, guys. Life has, like I said, kind of hit me full spectrum right now with the retirement issues and then with my wife going to school and the kids. So I was very good at time management before. Right now, with everything hitting all at once, my time management has pretty much flown out the window. So we're gonna correct that, get back on schedule before the end of this month. And then I am still looking for work as well, so that's another thing. But we'll get there. I'm not worried about anything. We'll be okay. I am a very busy person. I don't like downtime. So January. Hey Gab, thanks for coming on. It's my little sister, if you guys don't know. I'm trying to force her to create a YouTube channel as well. So give her some pokes and prods and get her started. Oh yeah, there's not gonna be any hurry up and wait. There's also about 30 pounds that have been gained since I've been retired. So I gotta get back on that fitness life. Just a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit so that I can feel better. But I do enjoy a beer and a burger, so you gotta do what you gotta do. So January, I will be vending with a friend at Pomona. I won't be vending my stuff, I'll be vending his stuff, but that way I can get kind of a behind the scenes look of what vending's like and how I need to set up for shows and do things so that when it comes time for me to start vending in Texas, I can do it properly. And then February, I will be in Arlington at the February show. And then March Tinley, I will be at vending as well. So my MOS was a 68 whiskey or a combat medic. So it's gonna be a very very, very busy 6 months. And then I also have that little promotion with Serpent Syndicate, Brad over there, all the way up in Minnesota, all the way across the country. I can't wait to get up there though. It's kind of the motherland. Most of my family actually came from Minnesota on my mom's side, so it's gonna be really nice to visit where my family came from. But we're gonna be doing a promo video, probably spend a couple days up there and then fly back down. So things are starting to roll, guys. This is definitely creating a snowball effect, which is great. I love it. Like I said, I like to be... Keep your pants on. Keep your pants on, Royal Canvas. I mean, unless you want to send me one of those hats, then we'll... I mean, still keep your pants on, though. Oh, Lord. But yeah, so everything's starting to snowball, which is great. I love it. It's keeping me really busy, making me enjoy life, and just feeding my my drive to keep doing this. And not only YouTube, but just the reptiles in general, the way that everyone's grown, and just the way the stories intermingle, and you can really read through someone's life that way. And I've absolutely fallen in love with this community. Craziest medic moment. All right. So I worked the majority of my career, I worked with engineers. So engineers make things, they either dig trenches and things like that, or they make things go boom, so to speak, and search for mines and explosives. So what happened was, we had a guy, he was a E4 specialist, and I actually want to get him on here because I want to check on how he's doing, in all honesty. So I'm going to reach out to him and see if I can get him on here. You'll see that peer pressure is a motherfucker, is the easiest way to say it, especially when you're surrounded by a bunch of Cav Scouts and hua macho guys. Peer pressure is a motherfucker. So he goes and we're trying to get this guy to re-enlist. He's a great soldier. And he's going through the range, and he gets paired up with these Cav Scouts, and they dare him to eat a piece of C4. Well, if you don't know, C4 is an explosive that when you add spark and combustion goes boom. And it's also made of a lot of different chemicals that are really bad for your system. And this soldier decided to try to look like a badass, because engineers have this thing, they say they drink gasoline and eat C4 and nothing can touch them. Well, this engineer actually ate C4, and I didn't know about it during the day, otherwise he would have been rushed out. And yeah, pretty much all time. Otherwise he would have been rushed out. And I get woken up at about midnight to this soldier convulsing and having a seizure because of the chemicals in the C4. And I get his vitals, I call the bird in, we throw him in the back of our ambulance, and we're rushing him to the helipad trying to get him going. And I'm getting ready to stick him, I'm talking to him, trying to make sure he knows what's going on, making sure he's okay, and just running through my normal SOP of how things work. And this kid just goes out on me, and he's laying still. I already have the IV in. I have him Like I have all documentation ready. He's ready to get on the bird, basically. And I start shaking him a little bit. I want to keep him awake just to make sure everything's okay. And he's not coming to. He's not coming to. And I thought I was gonna lose him. I really did. And I did something that wasn't the most professional. And if you ever become a medic, don't do this. I could have lost my license for this, and it was a very bad thing. But I gave him a wake up call, and by wake up call, I mean I gave him 5 fingers to the face, full reach back, and was like whap, and he came to, which is good. But the way it happened wasn't the best. But yeah, what would the 5 fingers say to the face? Slap. Which wasn't the best way to do it. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Definitely not professional at all. But spur of the moment, it's probably one of the hardest casualties I ever had to deal with, because this is a guy I spent pretty much every day with at the time. And yeah, so we get him out, we get him to the hospital. He goes into seizures probably 3 more times by the time he hits the hospital. He ended up making it. He is partially brain dead. Like, he has parts of his brains that'll never work again because of the chemicals, and the fact that it took so long to get him there, because the chemicals were literally in his body for like half a day before we even knew about it. And yeah, so I ended up talking to his mom. His mom spent like 30 minutes on the phone with me, crying, saying thank you, things like that. But that's neither here or there. And I talked to the doctor and the neurologist and everyone, and they said that he was going into seizures, but the weird thing about it was that it looked like he also cracked a couple of vertebrae, which the seizures shouldn't have done, so I may have actually hurt him more. He did get a medical retirement for that. But I basically broke the dude's neck, I guess, from hitting him so damn hard. So yeah, that's my craziest medic story. So don't drink gasoline, don't freaking eat C4, and don't have me as your medic unless you're ready for anything and everything that needs to happen. Basically. That took a lot of energy out to get through that story, actually. I don't see him. He actually lives halfway across the U.S. So I'm gonna go ahead and, like I said, I'm gonna try to reach out to him and see if I can actually get him on this channel, so he can walk you through the story with me. That's another thing I kind of want to add into this channel. Like, this channel was made for, or initially made, because I wanted to reach out to the reptile community, and I wanted to combat my PTSD and be able to open up to people again. So, and a big part of that is really facing what happened in the Army and what the Army's about. And I don't want to make another channel that's strictly Army. I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to separate reptile life and shows and care into playlists, and then Army into a playlist and things like that. So you'll see my playlist, and depending on what you want to watch, you can watch it that way, or just watch everything that comes up. That'd be really cool too. But yeah, I kind of want to intertwine my Army days and my thoughts about the Army, because it's what it is. Let me see that. Have you ever met an EOD disposal? I've met 3 different teams. I've never worked with one. I have performed some EOD work with engineers because we just didn't have time to sit there. anymore, which isn't the right answer, but sometimes it happens. And this is on like things at a range. This isn't like downrange or anything like that. It's just at ranges where we had a misfire, and so Doc goes down to a certain point. We watch, and then we watch the NCOs that are the range safeties like go down and pray that nothing blows up. But yeah, so we've detonated stuff that didn't go off the first time, which isn't the right answer. Don't do that either if you ever get to play with C4. Always call EOD. But yeah, my PTSD, it was bad enough that they said I had to get out, but it is, I think I'm coming to terms with how to deal with it more now. So I still have my nights. Like I said a couple of videos ago, I still have my nights where I wake up, I scream, I kind of grab my wife. She deals with a lot of crap with me. So my wife is definitely my angel. She was my lifesaver. I really wouldn't be here without her because there are a lot of crappy demons that almost got me. But my wife has always been there and always taken care of me. So when I say she's my angel, she really is my angel. But I don't want to make this all sad. Like, if you have questions about the Army, absolutely, like, send them my way. But I don't want to make this sad. It's not a good thing. And I appreciate you guys. We have actually, oh, it's almost 40 minutes. Yeah, Reagan. So my grandpa was also Vietnam and Korea, and he went through a lot, and he was a great man. He's actually the reason why I joined the military. So my worst was at boot a girl through the pin and dropped the grit. Oh, that's a crappy situation. He got my mom there. Is mom crying? Reagan, don't let mom cry. It's not a good thing. You know what, Stevie? Just the fact that you wanted to serve is enough, brother. Like, a lot of people say a lot of different things, and they're gonna hear it. But you have 2% of this country that really wants to serve or goes in and chooses to serve voluntarily because it's a volunteer force. Oh, your mom's from Vietnam. Okay. I've never been there, but I've read a lot of books on it. Might be something to go check out one day. I'd actually would like to kind of see it. I don't know if it was derived from my dad or not, but I'm really into Asian cultures, so it'd be kind of cool. Back in and go OCS. Yeah, Neil, that tends to happen. Once you're out, it's kind of hard to get back in. But Stevie, only 2% choose to do this. So the fact that you were even willing to do it, that puts you up above a lot of people. At least in my books, the fact that you're even willing to try to serve is a huge thing because it's not for everybody. It really isn't. It's a very demanding lifestyle, and you got to think that you're literally serving everybody. Like you don't have a lot of say in things. You just do what you're told, which for a lot of people is good, but okay, that sucks. I really hope your mom is finding a way to talk through that, Reagan. Yeah, Justin, epilepsy is. Ooh. There's some crazy stuff. So that's things we can go into. Absolutely, though, is talking about mental stuff. Well, I want to stay within a spectrum. Like I can talk about mental disorders, just because they actually run through my family. I was lucky enough to not have any issues. I'm retiring as a staff sergeant. I made sergeant. I'm promotable, and because I am being forced retired, then and I'm promotable, I get moved up the next rank. So I'll be promoted to staff sergeant and retired. But yeah, I haven't had a seizure in years. That's awesome. But when I first diagnosed, my activity was so bad that they said I could up to 5. Holy crap, that's crazy, Justin. Wow. But anyways, guys, we've been on here a lot. Good luck, salty sailor serpents. I really hope you make the list, man. That'd be awesome. Or however it works in the Navy, I'm not sure how it works. I know we have to get our promotable status by going through a board proceeding and then make points for it. So, Brooks, my favorite snake is a retic. I have 2 of them. I actually did a video. What was it? I don't remember what day it was, guys. I think it was Sunday night. It was either Sunday night or Monday night. If you want to go back, you can watch that. If not, it's all good. Do I have a sunset? I see a sunset every night, but no, I don't have a sunset. I'm not at that level yet. Maybe one day. Maybe. It'd be awesome. I think there's going to be a lot of huge potential coming out of those sunsets. But I'm going to go ahead and start wrapping this up, guys. So, in essence, who's a liar? I'm a liar. I apologize. I will get back to my normal ways. Just be patient with me. I appreciate all your guys' support. You guys really do. I love sunsets. I think they're beautiful. I like to sit on the back porch with my wife and watch them. Was that cheesy? But I really, that was cheesy. I got myself going. I really am going to try to get back to my normal routine. I'll start having edited videos for you guys again. You guys have a great night. You stay blessed. Remember to check out the swag. Go to Teespring. It's on all my stuff now, and it'll be posted down below. Go get your shirt. Get a tank. Get some leggings, ladies. Maybe a coffee mug if you're thirsty. All right. You guys have a great night. Stay blessed. #ElfArmy. Much love.